Hello and welcome to Mailtrap videos where we explore the world of emails. Today we'll show you how to send and receive emails in Golang. Golang provides multiple ways of sending and receiving emails, and in this video we'll go over the most common of them. Let's start with the net SMTP package, as it's a native way of sending emails. To send emails with a net SMTP package, we'll need an SMTP server, which will be Gmail SMTP in this case. But first, you should generate an app password. Go to your Gmail account and click on the account icon in the top right corner. Click on the Manage Your Google Account tab and type the app password in the search bar. Open it and enter your Gmail password if prompted. In the Select App tab, choose Mail. In the Select Device tab, choose the device you'll be using for your Go project. Click Generate. The app password will appear in the pop-up window. Copy and store it in a secure place. Let's return to our Go project. Start by creating a plain auth function and defining the auth value. It will be a string containing identity, username, app password, and SMTP host. Indicate the recipient's email address with the to variable. Prepare the message variable, which will be a byte array. Assign the to variable to it and separate it from other parts of the message with an end line. Create a subject and separate it with an end line. Add a new line and, below, add the message body. To send the emails, we'll need a send mail function. Indicate the SMTP host along with the port in the address attribute. Then pass auth from and to email addresses and the message. Add the error variable to log an error if it occurs. Fix the formatting if needed and run the code with the go run command. Check the inbox. The email has now successfully arrived. While the net SMTP package can successfully send emails, it has a number of important limitations. Firstly, the package is frozen and it doesn't accept new features. Secondly, it doesn't support BKIM signing, MIME attachments, or other important mail functionalities. A community-driven Gomail package addresses all these limitations and can be a much better option for modern development. Prepare the message. Indicate that it should use the Gomail package and call the new message function. Using the setHeader method, define the sender and the recipients. Call the setAddressHeader method to indicate a CC address. Then use the setHeader method again to define the subject. With the setBody method, set the content type. We'll go with text HTML. Add the HTML message body. Call the attach method to add an attachment and indicate the path to the file. To connect to the SMTP server and send an email, we'll need a new dialer function. Indicate the Gmail SMTP host, port, username, i.e. email address, and the password or app password in this case. With the if statement, call the dial and send method to connect to the SMTP server and send an email. Then within the same statement, check for errors. Call the built-in panic function, which will send the program into a panic mode. This will stop the ordinary flow of the program if an error occurs. All done. Let's now run the script with the go run command and send an email. There you go. The email arrived in the inboxes of the to and CC addresses. In our previous examples, we used the free Gmail SMTP to send emails. This time, let's use a third-party SMTP server that will provide us with more control over email deliverability. We'll use Mailtrap Email Sending's SMTP service and a net SMTP package. To get started, head to mailtrap.io and click on the Sign Up button. Choose the desired method of registration and fill out the required fields. Click on the Sign Up button. In the left navigation panel, choose Email Sending and then Sending Domains. Type in your sending domain and click Add Your Domain button. Then copy the generated DNS records one by one and add them to the DNS registrar of your domain. Click Verify All. Once your domain has been verified, you can start sending the emails. Go to the API and SMTP tab and click on SMTP. Copy the credentials such as SMTP host, port, username, and password. Return to your Go project and start preparing the necessary variables. Define the username for the SMTP server, which is API. Then set the password and insert the value copied from Mailtrap earlier. Create the plain auth function the same way we did in our first sample. Define the from variable with an email address with your verified sending domain. Set the to address and configure the message body with to, from, subject, and body variables. Link SMTP host and port together using the SMTP URL variable. Finally, call the sendMail function and define the error value. Save the code and run the program. Voila! Now let's see how you can send emails with Mailtrap's email API. Head to your Mailtrap account and copy the API token. Use the HTTP host to define the API endpoint, which is send.api.mailtrap.io. Prepare the message, which is a JSON object in this case, and initialize the byte array. Set the from and to keys and define them with an email key that will hold the sender's and recipient's email addresses. Add the text key and an email body within it. Prepare the request and error variables to create a new HTTP request and log errors if they occur. Keep in mind that HTTP should be imported from the net HTTP library. For the new request, we need to pass HTTP method post HTTP host and bytes new buffer. The latter should be imported from the bytes package. Check and log errors with the if statement. Set the content type header as application JSON as we are posting a JSON object. And set the authorization header by concatenating the bearer with the API token. Create a new instance of the HTTP client with a timeout of 5 seconds. This will terminate requests that take longer than 5 seconds. Use the client do method to send an HTTP request and receive a response. Log the errors once again. If there are no errors, we need to read the body from the response using the io.readAll function. Log the errors. If there are no errors, write a response as a string using the print line from the FMT package. The code is ready. Let's run it and check the inbox. The success message appeared and the email went straight to the inbox. What if you wanted to send emails to multiple recipients? You can easily do that in Go. We'll be using the SMTP sending script we created earlier, but we should make a couple of tweaks. To send emails to multiple recipients, you should add their email addresses, both in the to header and the body. Test the setup. Perfect, the emails are right there. Let's see how you can CC a recipient. Add a CC variable after the to with an email address that should be CC'd. Then remove it from the to header of the message and add it as a separate CC header. Finally, append CC to the destination. Run the code. Success. Just like sending, receiving emails in Golang is quite straightforward as well. You have two main options, POP3 and IMAP, and their respective Go POP3 and Go IMAP packages. The first method we'll break down will be POP3. Install the POP3 client using the go-get command. Create a new POP3 instance and indicate the host. Here you can enter any POP3 host you want, but we'll opt for Gmail POP3. Add the port and enable TLS encryption. Create a new connection and log errors. Use defer to quit the connection properly. This is necessary as POP3 connections are stateful and they remember client data. Log the errors and authenticate to the server using your email address and password. Use the connection to get message count and size. And print these statistics. Retrieve the list of messages from the server with the list method. Now we need to loop through all the messages and print their IDs and sizes. We should also loop through all the IDs to retrieve their data. Then loop through the IDs again to delete the messages. That's it. For the purposes of this test, we have two emails in the inbox, hello1 and hello2. Let's run the code. Awesome, the count of messages is 2 with subjects hello1 and hello2, just as we intended. Finally, it's time to examine how to receive emails with IMAP. Start by logging a message to print a line showing that we're connecting to the server. Create a new instance of the IMAP client and use the dial TLS method to establish a secure connection. Connect to the client by indicating the host and port. Check and log the errors. Log another print line that will indicate that you're connected. Then use defer to log out. Log in to the IMAP server using the email address and password, and log the errors. Get the list of all available mailboxes with the make function. Declare the done variable and create a new channel that will hold the error value. Write an anonymous function and print a list of mailboxes. Check for errors with the if statement and log them. Let's select the inbox mailbox with the select command. Check for errors again. Then add a print line indicating that the provided data relates to the flags for the inbox. Define the range of emails you want to get using from and to variables. Create a new sequence set and populate it with a range from the first message to the last, and initialize message and error channels. Prepare another anonymous function to fetch the data associated with the message in the mailbox. Log the last 4 messages string to the output using the print line. Loop through the messages and, for each message, print the subject line. Check for errors one last time and log done. The script is now ready. Open the terminal and run the code. Success! We're now able to read the last 4 messages. We retrieved data for the inbox this time, but we can read any selected mailbox. All done. You can now successfully send and receive emails in Go. Don't forget to test your emails before sending them to recipients. We'll be diving into that topic in our upcoming video, so stay tuned. All the links will be available in the description down below. We hope you found the tutorial helpful. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by Mailtrap, an email delivery platform to test, send, and control your email infrastructure in one place. Like and share this video, subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications to see more tutorials like this one. And don't forget to check out our other videos for more useful content on email deliverability. See you in the next one.